In Sylvania, rain coming down. Perrysburg taking on at Northview after the delay. TJ Tackett does it himself. The Jackets quarterback dropped the gut. Puts Perrysburg on the board first. Later in the first quarter, Colin Wallenczak once in on the action and patiently gets outside the 64-yard foot race. Can't bring him down with the shoulder tackle. Second quarter now, Wildcats inside the 5, trying to get on the board, but Jack Borer blocks the field goal attempt for Perrysburg. And then a little bit later on, Tackett the deep ball, and he goes to Borer. Jackets take a 27-0 lead in the break. Northview force a fumble on the quarterback read. They fall, but Abram Heyer had other plans. Next play, picking off Logan Thor. That would shut the door. Jackets, they get the 40-0 victory in Sylvania as Perrysburg bounces back from their first NLL defeat to get the win. With more from Cat Stadium, we turn to Greg Franke and Rick Poland.
Perrysburg had to bounce back from a really disappointing loss at the hands of Anthony Wayne, but any question as to whether they were going to be down for this game, especially even after an hour-and-a-half rain delay, which sometimes will make a team flat, they came right out, pounded the ball right through the Northview defense for a touchdown. It took them 4 or 5 plays, and they never really looked back.
No, and for a team that everybody expected would come out here with breathing fire after what happened last week against Anthony Wayne, I think they did. They came out here immediately, and when they scored first, I think they came out and they sent a message right away in that first drive.
Northview, on the other hand, they moved the ball extremely well. Logan Thor had an outstanding game, both passing for short, medium ranges and running. He got loose on one run all the way down to the 1-yard line, but he couldn't get in on that. And they never could capitalize on numerous scoring opportunities, even though their offense looked sharp for much of the game.
Yeah, they were a little bit one-dimensional, though, but outside of his passing and running ability. They weren't able to utilize their running attack like they wanted to and maybe open up that passing game a little bit more. But they weren't able to sustain a couple of drives, which kept Perrysburg on the offense a little bit more than what they wanted. So defensively, I think Northview has to work on a few more things, and they're going to have to do it real quick because they got a big one coming up next week.
If you looked at the common opponents and things of this kind, there was reason to believe that this could be a very close game tonight. But sometimes you don't really know until you line up against the other team, especially when you're stepping up a level of caliber. But I think this experience will help Northview as they get ready for a very big game against Anthony Wayne, which, if they could figure out a way to win, could throw the NLL into a 3-way tie.
Oh, absolutely, and nobody's cheering more for that than Perrysburg tonight because they'll be thrown into that tie. But we'll see. Northview, we think, has shown glimmers of that capability, and they're just going to have to come out and prove it on the field.
Yep. And that'll be next week. But for tonight, Perrysburg, a dominant 40-0 win over Northview, a team that played better than that score but simply couldn't convert when they had the opportunities.